Hello, welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Calvy Calv. Beacon Pines edition. Stuff's getting hot!
The devil you know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of... They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landed, muttering a curse under her breath. She dashed.
And that is what change is all about. Future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town is a dangerous secret and Perennial Harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic...
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd. It's just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but their people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timed clown. We all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side, like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. Must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rabbling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir. It's a shame that we cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir, of course, sir. You've done quality work for me, William. I look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Gave a bow of
Founder, you're most gracious.
gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we could dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his... In one smooth motion, a triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he did. A hushed horror. This is a story.
What? No! Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hand.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor's right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I want you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival. Ha, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. You destroyed this town. I ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr.
William
Kerr.
Kerr gave a subtle nod.
Coward. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent could give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. I don't know which of her son who is completely hopeless, or daughter with such potential who never lets me down. Ere she failed me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You are about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. This goes for all you. All those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Ha! You think that puffed-up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was Pat C. the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most, and will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. Kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's for fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have one. Never underestimate what a great man could do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and...
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the country. Beacon Pines became a secretive town that, for the right price, gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winter be. This is wrong, but you can feel it. We can't let Sharper win. He might just... Let's see. There was a mallet like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on it. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was...
I just want this to all be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Free of Nuncreed's...
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice, Mom always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up, but my problems always seemed to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it'd be a thing to behold. I agree this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad, it's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know the festival sign? Be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eager.
Be a shame if somebody got hit by a bus. Dawn. Oh. Defy yourself, please. Nellie Moduel. I work here now. I'm unable to look at you on our staff role. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said he'd come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clear, it's authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Whoa. You can get a wrench to the noggin sticking up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junking, Sonny. Evening, Jeff. Is it kind of late to be junking? Might as well say the same thing of you. Find anything good? But ever since Arno moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. Without this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Good man.
Luca tied a bent knit. If all you have.
Photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Let me see that. Oh, look at those two young fools. How did it end up at the bottom of the pond? Who could say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's a new job got to do with fishing with us? It's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Use some new bait. Okay. There's probably one more thing? Rollo?
He aired a long holler.
Rollo! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy. He conceded to its lumpy. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast. This time, he knew he took a single confident step. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind. You made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is it? A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be. Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's without knowing why, Luca began. Is any of this? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
Luca was startled from his dream by
Are you in
a
there?
commanding voice rumbled. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry.
Jesus.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder, keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch. As his hand grasped the door handle, a large figure clumsily wriggled.
Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who
The
are you?
large figure cocked its head.
Stop now or I'll club you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luke, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Haha, uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me. Is it really you? Prove it. Flaming chicken coop? Luca.
Luca's jaw. He peered more closely at the man stand. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Wait, where did they take you? Don't know, they threw a bag over my head. It's cold and smelled like a swimming pool. When I was in an underground lab or something, they made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Well, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? Dang, Pa just made my new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so
Luca
small?
moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What
His
the?
hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tastes like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Classic Rollo. Well, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage. Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at this way. I got snatched, I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on it, what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey, fellas, what's
With
up?
a yelp, Rollo
Ah! Take cover! Did it come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened. I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? Oh no, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? You're still a little treehouse. I think I'm still a little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear you racket a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance.
Anything you could say around me, you could say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yup.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. Notice what? Oh, nothing. I just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. I'm going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said the change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess it just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at...
I know moving is hard, honey, but that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? Next part is the important bit. I have this radio upgraded with my mom and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Just have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on a new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Medill seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good, you know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir. I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand, I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make it very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions, of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing somebody. Capital murder.
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr's the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field? What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think the body at the warehouse was that person's Beck mom came to replace? That could make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got him loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. So we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
A large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe that's a... You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome mat for Mom's PH orientation day. But shows the layout. It looks like blueprints to me. Looks here, there's reception. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. Shit. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest.
Classic.
It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, this could just... The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna go talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me, Cordial, is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
vaguely at Rollo's...
circumstance. Well, she'll be happy I'm alive. She won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary.
Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie's in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay, this leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. Are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of
They
something.
each looked at each other with.
Well, Godspeed. Cash. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, like and comment. Make sure you hit that bell ding, to get notifications about future videos and when they come out. And as always, I will catch you all next time. Kava out. Bye.